Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for April 6, 2015. I already have dandelion going after my flowers. So I think today I'm going to do a 5-card chicken card spread, and then do one tree magic card from Gillian Kemp to ground the reading. Dandelion has to do with making a wish. Hey, Dandelion. Just sitting here. Okay, so we have influence, and it's number 4, the ash tree. This is from the innermost center of your psyche. Your good influence radiates far, spreading light. And I think that's a pheasant in the picture, which has to do with blessings of community. So the turkey's blessings for family, and then the pheasant is the larger community, blessings for larger community. And it's number 4, and it's about stability, being really stable in the physical world. And yeah, I mean, if a community, or life as a whole is being blessed, then we definitely have that stability. And then yeah, with the influence, I just always, it seems like, it's almost like the energies are just influencing everything to go right. So we have very positive influence. So, and it says your good influence radiates far, spreading light. But I also see it both ways, with everything is just kind of under the same influence, being very positive. So, with the number 4 and the pheasant. Okay, so these are the moving lines. We get Gita again. And Zodi again. And Sunzi. Okay, so this is our healing, and this is our overall message. Okay, so, I think when was it? I don't know, I think we started out with this in a 3-card spread also. So it seems like this step is now, really stepping into the life of your dreams. Again, we have this influence here. Just everything is kind of going for the best right now. It's kind of like this collective stride. Like everybody's hitting a collective stride where things are working out really well, and we have the positivity and mostly abundance when we have this positivity, like just everything's kind of working, flowing well, things are running smoothly, people are being appreciated and respected, and that is the groundwork for having the life of our dreams. And so Gita is about having that life of our dreams, living the song of our hearts. And, just really experiencing the beauty of our life, and then being very satisfied with, how far we've come and who we have become. And, also kind of reaping the rewards of a history. It's like reaping the rewards of all that groundwork you have done in your life, and benefiting finally from all the work you have put in, or all the things that you have cultivated for yourself, and then really having that skills, having your skills, having your knowledge, having your wisdom, just knowing really how to work with life so that you are able to receive abundantly from the world around you, and really have that positive exchange between yourself and the world around you. And then we have Zodi, and I feel like we just had these cards almost in this order or something. I don't know, deja vu, or I'd have to look back and see the other readings. But again, this is kind of the eclipse energy, where we have this redefinition of ourselves, and a new understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and with that we have kind of redefinition of our relationships, and how life is going to work for us, and how we're going to work for life. This kind of redefinition, like reestablishment of self almost. And so it's a major shift and a change, kind of a renewal in the personality, and then also in the life, in all of the aspects of life. It's just kind of like everything kind of shifts into a new form or a new structure. And then we have Sanzi, which I think, God, I don't know, yesterday or 2 days ago. And this is really about having to take some action, or just be on top of something. Be watching things. You always need to kind of get your own back, have your own back. Have that eye in the back of your head or something. Where you're alert and aware to everything, so that you can prevent problems before they happen, or really head things off, and make life easier. It's about anticipating other people, anticipating any weakness, or anticipating what is maybe unsafe, or what is, I'm just thinking, like, you see the floor is wet and someone's coming running, you want to stop them and say, oh, the floor's wet, anticipate, so you see something that could happen, or you see the patterns, or the possibilities, or the probability. That's what I want to say. You see the probability of things, and you're able to act in such a way to change that probability, so that that person is careful and carefully walks over that wet floor or something. So it's about really heading off problems. Like I said, because I think he came up a couple times, and I also feel like the message with him is really to stay true to what you know, and wash your brain with your knowledge, and put all those beliefs aside. Put everything you commonly hear from people, all the common responses to things, everyone's programmed patterns of talk. Put that all aside and go through what you know. I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this. And then when you really look at everything you know, it often cancels out many beliefs. And it doesn't matter if everybody's saying something, that doesn't mean that it's true at all. So it's really difficult sometimes because most of the program responses from people have nothing to do with the reality, and people use these program responses just because it is that mass illusion that people are imprisoned by, almost. It's like that negative perception, or that the dream killer that makes everything makes everything stop and not go anywhere. It's like these programmers. It's almost like human sabotage. Humanity sabotages itself a lot with mass beliefs, and they really, there's so many mass beliefs that everybody says, and nobody really knows what they're talking about, and it actually doesn't apply, and it's doing a lot of harm, these beliefs. And so this is really about overcoming the mass beliefs, overcoming, knowing what you know, overcoming the voices in your head or the voices around you. Anything that is lower energy, or puts doubt or fear into our lives. Those are mass beliefs that are being used to keep humanity suppressed, to keep our world in a state of oppression, and keep the kind of the energy vampires in power, and it keeps the amazing healers powerless. These mass beliefs that people just say on a regular basis, just to not think, and not just to not live, just to have this habitual keep going as we always do, and not change life for the better. So this is about really tuning into what we know, and just really negating all these beliefs, and then acting and playing off what we know, and living in what we know, and then ignoring those beliefs, because really we don't even need to address them. We don't even need to address them. We don't need to acknowledge those beliefs. They're worthless. I mean, we shouldn't be putting any of our time and attention towards beliefs that keep humanity oppressed or suppressed. So I want to say that we really, really need to wash our brains with truth and knowledge, and put all that negativity and all the doubt and the fear aside, and make sure that we're living life awake and aware, so that we are able to anticipate and know what the patterns are, what's going on, what's happening. Make sure that we can see things clearly, and be on top of things, so that things don't go too far, or things don't go too bad, where it's almost like a safety. We have the preventative medicine for life. It's like we keep the integrity, and we're able to preserve what is. So okay, so these moving lines here are it's almost like, all right, we have this stability, and we have all this positive kind of structure and experience in our life with people in the world around us. So we're in a very prime position right now, and then we have this kind kind of this rebirth in this life, but we have the life already. So the second step is this rebirth, or this really stepping in into this life with eyes wide open, and power and knowledge, and being awake and aware for this life that is our song. It's the life we want to live, and really owning our life, and owning the responsibilities of it, and then preserving this life by really being able to see everything that wants to take away from the integrity, or take away from the truth of the life, and really being able to continually win without fighting, and really keeping everything really positive, and having that warrior, the spiritual warrior within us, where we can anticipate whatever flows are gonna occur, and really kind of harness the energy of our life, and almost escort energy in a really positive direction, or in the way that is good for everybody. So this is the victory card, victory of mind, victory of knowledge over belief. So and then living in that knowledge, and bringing that knowledge to a solid nature. It's almost like making that knowledge real, making it present, and then really getting rid of all those beliefs that don't even serve a purpose, and just getting back to the real here. And then we have Sagey Birdie for our healing card. So we have Sagey Birdie here for what's healing, and that is our, really, again, like having this reality of knowledge, reality of real things, of the essences, the essences known and interacting. It's when essences can live, and they're acknowledged, and they're able to flourish, and be present here on this planet. So we need the enlightenment, the knowingness to really be able to, again, navigate past false beliefs that really do get in our way, whether we realize it or not. We might fully know that people are just saying things to upset us, but it's somehow that belief still kind of affects us, so it's like really just even avoiding those beliefs, avoiding, not even letting people talk, or correcting them if they do, and then getting your distance, or just really not allowing the false realities, or the manipulative controlling realities, or the oppressive realities to even have, not even allowing them to have a voice. So it's about seeing through this stuff, and knowing how to avoid them, and knowing how to diffuse them, or even taking the charge or the energy out of them, so that they're powerless, and we live in the knowledge of what is true, what is essence, what is true about people, what is true about situations, what is true about events, and really seeing things clearly. Okay, sorry, the camera keeps shutting off. Anyway, I think I was done with this card anyway. But yeah, this is in the healing position though, so it's almost like getting more and more clarity on things, and living more and more in that truth, and fading the illusions out quicker and quicker, really breaking free from the illusions, and seeing life and living life in its true state, in terms of essences and what is true, what we know, not getting away from all those false beliefs that are so ingrained in habitual responses, or cultural responses or social responses, and they really take away from the experience that we could be living. But with the wise sage here, it's really having that eye to really see through all of that illusion, and not have the negative influences. So the influences are all really, really positive and good. And and again, it's like from the innermost center of your psyche, and just really seeing things accurately as they are, and not getting fooled by appearances. And then, so this is healing, so this is improving. And then our overall message card is having space and time to heal from chronic life issues, kind of chronic patterns that repeat themselves in life, and chronic frustrations that we have, chronic conditions that we get from life experiences, and really having that space to be beyond it and be removed from it, again taking the charge out of it, so it's not bothering us, it's not influencing us anymore, and we get beyond the experience of something and are able to just see it objectively, and without the charge in it. And it's even turning it around and laughing at it and just being over it, where, what at one point just seems so overwhelming and, threatening or upsetting to us, or, consuming. So yeah, this is really about whatever has negatively consumed our life. All of a sudden, it has no power over us. We have removed ourselves from this situation, or from being a victim to conditions. And in this space, we really get over it, and we get beyond it, where it loses its charge. Not only does it lose its charge, but it just becomes ridiculous, and we laugh at it out of the ridiculousness of whatever programmed things or habitual things that have happened in the past to us that has taken our power. Now it's powerless, and we can turn around and laugh at it. It's almost just ridiculous, too crazy to be caring about it anymore, and really kind of honestly laughing at the nature that commonly plays out, and being beyond it and not having it affect us. So this is our overall message card here, and it's interesting how somehow when you put all these together, it does. This is really kind of what these are talking about here too. Is really, kind of getting beyond things where they're, no longer bothering us, and really having that victory, over conditions, life conditions, and being able to change them and be beyond them and not have them affect us, and having the ability to really see and avoid things as as things are about to occur, or as they occur, really being able to, protect and preserve our life that we have gained for ourselves here. Okay, so yeah, and this really is about how we, from the innermost center of our psyche, we can influence our life here, and we can, with these 3 cards, we can influence our life and preserve what we have built for ourselves, and really step into our life now, because we're able to preserve it and protect it, and have a very solid foundation here with that 4. So it says, from the innermost center of your psyche, your good influence radiates far, spreading light. And then, but we do have the good influence around us already. So it's almost like this has been established, and then our psyche can keep this stable for our lives. And this is golden here, and we have this ability to influence everything so that it stays within the boundaries and the structures that we have created for our life. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today. It's very good reading again. I think there is a lot of stuff that we're all turning around now, and just kind of getting over it, and laughing at it and being beyond it now. So yeah, it looks great. So hopefully you all got what you needed out of this today, and I will see everyone again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.